Now, cyber criminals operating in Kenya are becoming increasingly sophisticated, according to a new report. 3 years ago, they focused mainly on stealing passwords and skimming credit and debit cards. But today, they're after valuable data and carrying out multi-million-dollar thefts. The BBC's Africa security correspondent, Tomi Oladipo, has more.
And I'm going to exploit this one to show you how vulnerable the website online actually are.
We're getting a glimpse into the dark side of cyberspace. But we found one of the good hackers. So rather than breaching an actual website, he creates one with the same level of protection the average Kenyan site has and then hacks into it.
I'm still having the front page of the website, but I still am accessing the database. Not everything. I'm like 30% in. So I'm finding my way to exploit and have 100% access to it. And now with this one, I have full access to the machine. I can now actually change the password of the admin on the server, and I become the full administrator.
And in just 15 minutes, he has complete control of the website.
Just like elsewhere in the world, Africans are increasingly reliant on their digital connections, whether for business or even for their social lives. But just like we need security here in the streets, cyberspace too has its own villains, but not everybody is aware of how significant those threats are.
And most of the victims of cybercrimes do not disclose or even report these incidents.
What you see here is Kenya. This is Kenya. With the yellow map just showed you an attack coming into Kenya.
Last year, cyber attacks in Kenya went up by 100%. But even though these threats are getting more complex, the general response lacks urgency.
The typical human being, if you cannot see it and feel it, then you're not as scared. In a typical sense, if it was a physical attack, you'll see a lot of fences and you'll see a lot of guards, you can see that. Unfortunately, cyber attack, very few people can be able to detect it. So you can go out for a year, you don't even know you've been attacked.
Targeting VoIP.
Yeah. So it's a question of risk, it's a question of ignorance across the board.
The threats are similar across Africa, but so is the weak law enforcement. The African Union needs just 15 of its 54 member states to sign a cybersecurity convention, but they've not done so yet. As things stand, the level of security awareness is not growing with the rate of connectivity across the continent.
The worst could happen after this, once you've got to a level like this.
Yes, at this level right now, it's like I own their servers. It's like my own machine. I can do anything I want, I can delete. Whatever that I have in there, I can access it.
At this rate, Africa's digital revolution could face massive setbacks if governments and businesses do not wake up to the lurking dangers. Tomi Oladipo, BBC News, Nairobi.